Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I kind of sat through some of my other videos that I put out. Um, Obviously my first showcase was a little bit boring. The second one was decent. I just felt like now I'm looking at my material going, maybe I just talk too much. um, I'm not going to do that much talking today. Um, I'm probably not even going to say a lot more of what my plan is. I kind of feel like now it's just kind of like, okay, yeah, we already know what he's going to put out. So maybe I'm overthinking, but I have every single one of my comic books are done. They're all going to be on the app, collectibles. If you haven't downloaded it already, but you're interested in collecting comics, I would recommend to take a look at the collection and let me know what you think. Some of these I've already showcased, and I kind of got a basic list of the comics that I showcased. So today, it's just going to be comics. Here we go. Now I think this video is probably going to be pretty boring without me talking. Actually, now that I realize that I'm holding up the cover and not saying anything, it's kind of a dead vibe to it. But I am not going to talk about condition. So I did notice that the last time, and I was definitely being hypercritical, talking about coloration, talking about all that stuff. This time I'm just gonna hopefully get through as many as I possibly can. I don't know if it'll take away from the video, but I have also learned that sometimes I can be a little unethical, especially when it comes down to quality, condition, this, that, the other. I'm not so focused on that this time. It's just more of the sense that, you know, what comic you're looking at. This is Infinity Part 1 of 6. All the pages seem to be intact. Of course, this is all self analysis. Like whenever I watch myself and I give it some time and then I listen to myself, it's just like, dude, I stumbled over all my words. And I don't really like that. Makes me sound like an idiot. Like I said, I overanalyze myself. And I think we can all agree that sometimes we are our worst enemy. I'm not counting how many comics I'm showing, so obviously whenever you see the title, you see kind of what it is that you're looking at. Obviously, I don't have to spell it out. Okay. No, this is just a common theme. All these are probably going to be Marvel again. No, actually, yeah. So, not again, but they are just going to be Marvel this time. The last video, I think, was majority of DC. I think, if I remember correctly. This time it's all Marvel. taken the time to kind of do a little bit of everything, where I do actually take it out of the case and kind of showcase the actual artwork, some of the actual artwork, which is awesome. Like I said, these are definitely like flash runs, flash chases. Get to see both front and back. On the app, I just have all the covers with their prices. So that's another reason why I'm doing YouTube videos on my comics, because on the app I'm not taking that much time to do this, just because they just require photos and pictures, and I think that there is just a little bit to unpackage when you actually see it. You actually get to see the coloration, you get to see the condition of the comic yourself. Some of these I still don't have in order. I have picked up a couple clients. I would like to call them clients, just because I'm helping them price check and value their comics. And I'm also helping kind of get their comics out on the internet as well, to kind of help them to see how much they would be worth and if they could sell them. So that's kind of something I've started to do. Of course, my clients are just family members or friends, mainly friends. They're just friends, not family. But I have done a lot of comic books within these past couple weeks as well. That's another reason why I was in the last video kind of talking just about how busy my week was. And this time I definitely need a break from touching other people's comic books and mainly strictly focusing on mine. Oof. I don't even want to mess with it. I'm not going to mess with this one. I pulled it out of the sheath, but let's see if I can. I could have sworn one of these pages. No? Oh, wow. Okay. I don't want to mess with this one. This bind is like in really stinking good condition, really crisp. The pages don't even bend that far out. That's a good sign. So some of them I'm not messing with. Like I said, I have price checked every single one of mine before I started touching other people's comics. And in all honesty, I still don't know if I want to continue to do that. It's kind of rough. I think that's a familiar face. That's not a familiar face. Sorry. I thought on camera it looked like Thanos. I was completely wrong. But at least I know that this one's Red Skull. That's I watch a lot of Marvel. I love their movies, their shows. All-time favorite show still is Loki. I don't care. I don't care what other people's opinions are about that show. It definitely was a really well thought out show. So. Okay. I don't even know how much that was. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my goodness. I even get bored with these videos too. I I mean, if I'm not nerding out about, um, if I'm not nerding out about the quality of the condition, it just kind of seems like the video falls flat. So I'm gonna do something just a little different. So we're gonna spice things up. Um, I personally don't just collect comic books. I haven't put on the internet as far as other things that I collect, and I figured, you know what, might as well make this video just a little bit more lively. I recently just got a Nintendo Entertainment System. Um, from some really good friends of mine, where I live, also bought it off of them. And in return, I had also bought in some cartridge games, from a local business here in Vegas, New Mexico, not Nevada. Yeah. So I have a couple games. Not only is my mom a longtime fan um, of the Nintendo Entertainment System, but so am I. So these are just a couple of the cartridges just to spice things up and make things just a little bit more fun, so that it's just not the same stuff every single time. I definitely love and appreciate the older game systems. I'm definitely not a big time fan of the new game consoles that are out there nowadays. I'm not even dissing. I'm not even being a hater, even though it sounds like I am dissing them a lot. It's just, at one point I had, I think it was a PS4, and I bought a game. I wish I would have done a little bit more research on that game, that I had bought in, because I know that it was really negatively received, and I think everyone will recognize the title of that game. It was Vanguard. Um, one of the worst games I've ever thought of buying. Bought the disc. Thought I would be able to go home and play it right off the bat. And it was the exact opposite. You have to pay for the PlayStation Network Pass to play with friends, and then you have to pay for the attachment pieces, and it just seemed like it was just too much of a hassle to even want to download it, you know? And if you don't have like a big enough um, bank, as far as memory bank is concerned, then you can't even download half of what you want. Um, so I turn my back on the newer game consoles. Personal opinion, personal preference. If you have the money to dish out $136 to not just buy the game, but buy the membership every month, or you could do the yearly plan and then purchase all the pieces. I'll be honest, buying the Nintendo and buying the games generate about $128 worth of value. And you never stop playing it. You know, the games don't get scratched. You plug it in, give it the good old kiss of life, slap it in your games console, and you're playing it. You know, it's worth the 126 versus the 169. And the only downfall is you don't play with friends, but hey, It's a small sacrifice to make unless you have friends that you invite over and you play personally with your friends here. Um, One of the all-time greatest games of all time. I would rather play this game alone. I would rather play this game all by myself, saying, "Here we go again." Um, that's not just the only game console I have, so obviously entertainment isn't too far away from me. But like I said, I made this video specifically to try to liven up how the video goes because, like I said before, I definitely felt like it's gotten bland a little bit doing 2 showcases, now about a third time with maybe 16 comic books, and immediately I started to feel like it was trash. Um, but I do know that that is my main focus right now, is to try to showcase my comics and trying to make a sell on them. I also have other systems that I feel like are worth it. Let's see if I could pull this out with one hand. Yeah, there you go. I got T2 for the Genesis. Pretty okay game. I still have to get the controllers up and at them, but other than that, I do appreciate you guys clicking on my videos, watching me talk about comic books. Now I've kind of tried to step out a little bit of my comfort zone and try to do a little bit more with other stuff. I think I'm going to do my first exploration video coming soon. So that one's going to be kind of different and interesting. That exploration video is going to take a little bit to think ahead of, think about what I want to do, and see if I could take you along for the journey. I'm not really much of a big one on blogging, and I tried blogging like maybe 3 times, and those blogs just never felt like I was doing it right. But at the same time, hey, it is what it is. I will showcase my favorite. Now, this is the reason why I say my favorite is because I grew up watching it, and I figured I might as well showcase my favorite horror movie of all time. This movie was absolutely perfect, and it has encompassed aesthetic. It just keeps me going. Um, but other than that, guys, I appreciate you guys' time, your guys' loyalty, your guys' views. It enlightens me every single time I look at my YouTube channel to see that there is activity, and even with the amount of people that are watching these videos, I definitely am grateful for each and every single one of you guys. And I'm going to try to make things more interesting, more lively. I'm going to try to make things more just overall enjoyable. And just as my biggest fear was when starting this video, I feel like I ramble on and on and on. I don't know if it's entertaining. I don't know if it's good. I just don't. But I'm going to try my hardest to try to make every single word count, and we will go from there. But as far as you guys, I'm going to continue to push out content, even if it is a little bit boring, even if it isn't exciting or thrilling. It's just me nerding out about comic books or games or whatever. And stay tuned. Like I said, everything is going to be going on. So You guys have a good one. Take care, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.